Stay tuned and let's check out this Marvel Legends Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Defender Strange. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are taking a look at this Marvel Legends, Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Defender Strange. And the first question people are going to ask me is, Dan, where did you get this figure? Well, I have no secret portal. This is available right now at mass retail in the UK at all the places you buy Marvel Legends. I just happened to got mine from INDEMAND Toys, but I will put the link in the description. But as I said, it's available right now in the UK. So let's think about that. This is obviously an MCU movie figure for a movie that doesn't even come out until May. That is literally 5 months' time. So it does seem like it's a little bit early. But again, if you remember, this film was originally meant to release in March of 2022. And if that was still the case, it wouldn't be unusual to get figures around about now. So that seems to be what's happened. Hasbro have just stuck to their release schedule and the MCU pushed it back a little bit. So we end up with figures for a movie we won't see for a while, which is fine. It sort of whets our appetite, if you will, because again, this figure is very curious. We have no context of who Defender Strange is. As we can tell, it's Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, but in some sort of new uniform. But he is in the Multiverse of Madness. So is it a multiverse version of Doctor Strange? Is it a variant of Doctor Strange? We will have to find out in 5 months' time. But we can still take a look at this figure. I think, personally, it's a variant of Doctor Strange through the multiverse. Not only does he come with this fancy new portal, which I'll get about in a minute, he also has a ponytail, which is going to set him apart from our regular Stephen Strange. That's what I think, because we have already seen a different version of Strange in the trailer as well. But we'll save all that talk for a live stream. Let's talk about the toy. So he comes with 2 interchangeable hands. But as I said, the main event, and to be honest, I think a lot of people are more excited to really spruce up their displays, if you will, about this brand new ported accessory piece, because let's be honest, that is now synonymous with the MCU. That is iconic. So many big moments of the movies have happened with one of these portals involved. So I can imagine people are building this just to get more portals and to really make some sort of epic display. So that should be fun, and of course we'll take a closer look at that. But Doctor Strange in a brand new uniform, 2 hands, big portal piece. That same image on the side is on the back of the box, which again shows you it's Benedict Cumberbatch, but is in a new uniform and has a ponytail. There is a write-up that is very vague, doesn't give us any information, but it reads: Doctor Strange is Earth's foremost magical defender, safeguarding our dimension against supernatural threats from across the multiverse. So again, no real insight on who Defender Strange is. It may just be our regular Strange with a ponytail and a new uniform. It may be as simple as that, but we shall find out soon. Until then, let's take a look at this. So here we have Defender Strange out of the packaging with all the accessories, which, as I said, are his interchangeable set of hands, and then this portal effect, which I have to admit, even just straight out of the box on this white background, just definitely spruces up the display a little bit. Makes him look that little bit more interesting on the shelf, that is for sure. And the Strange is very nice as well. A completely pinless, brand new body. I don't think there's any reuse here at all. And again, I'm very intrigued. I think the likeness to Benedict Cumberbatch is great, with a brand new hairstyle. As I said, there's that ponytail that I've been talking about. So yeah, this looks very interesting. It does look like a sort of armoured out Doctor Strange, if you will. But of course, people are more interested, let me move him out the way, about the portal. So let's figure this out, shall we? Let me first get my tape measure so we can see the size of this thing. So I'm sure you guys are curious. You can start customizing little sections for the inside. So it is about just over 7 inches tall, and let's say it's about 8 inches wide. So there you go. So the inside of it is about 5.5. The diameter, I think that's what they're called. There you go. It's about 5.5 all the way around. So that's what you're sort of dealing with here. So you can sort of get a legend in front of it or stepping through it, I imagine, and you're going to be able to get some nice sort of poses and effects or whatever you want to do there. So you can just completely put a figure all the way through it, as I said. So again, This is going to be very interesting to see what the ACBA community do with this. This is going to look very fun. But let's zoom in and check it out, because there is some nice detail. Again, we've never seen this before in Legends, so this is all brand new. And it's not just one big sort of translucent orange plastic piece. There is some sort of yellow paint down here at the bottom to bring out this sort of unique sculpt. And it is pretty good. As I said, this is like a mystical, magical effect. If you've seen an MCU movie, you know exactly what this is. And yeah, I like it. It's all unique. And then it's sort of yellow down here at the base. And this is a flat base, by the way, so you're going to have no problem standing it. So with the yellow paint, and then it sort of fades up. Let me zoom out a little bit. It fades up into the more translucent-y orange. You see how it goes from like sort of translucent orange down into the sort of yellow paint. So that's what we're sort of dealing with. And again, it's just a really nice, if I spin it all the way around, you can see the yellow there on the edge, then we get translucent orange, and it is translucent. You can see my fingers behind it. So if you get some lights on this, maybe get some LED lights wrapping around it, that would be really interesting to see. But all these pieces come off, and it's not soft, they are quite stiff, so it's going to stay in place, it's not going to break, doesn't feel brittle, anything like that. So yeah, there you go, there's the shield all the way around. And back to the base again, yellow down here. So yeah, yellow and then to the translucent orange. That is what we're dealing with. And yeah, it's pretty good. Very nice. As I said, I'm very curious to see what people start doing with this, because you can either just display it behind a character like we're doing here, or you can display a character like the other side of the portal. You could print things off and like stick it to the back and have it look like a character's just come out from somewhere completely different. You can close it up to the side, maybe have people sticking through. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see. Definitely hope we see more of this, or maybe just release this in a set of 3, and I will buy multiple of them, or just keep giving it us with different characters from the multiverse, and I'll be happy with that as well. But yeah, I can start thinking of like endgame poses, like No Way Home poses, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, there you go, there's the translucent effect piece, the portal if you will. Very nice, like it a lot. Now let's get into Strange. Starting up top, there is absolutely no denying that this face sculpt looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. That likeness is really good, from the eyes to the goatee. Really nice likeness of Benedict Cumberbatch, no denying that at all. And then the hair is nicely slicked back with that ponytail, and the hair has got the grey from the front all the way down to the ponytail, and you can see the sculpted sort of texture in the hair as well. There is no articulation in the ponytail, it just sticks out. But there you go, this is a very nice head sculpt, and I can't even compare this to an image from the movie. The best picture we have of Defender Strange is actually on the back of the packaging. That is all we have seen so far. He is in the trailer for a split second. I mean, you blink and you will miss it. He is literally falling through portals, and the only way we know it's Defender Strange is because he's wearing the red uniform with the ponytail. But other than that, we have seen no official sort of promo images of Strange. Only this figure, but the figure definitely looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. Hasbro are killing it with this digital face printing tech as always. So yeah, no denying that likeness is spot on. Really like it. Now let's get to the uniform. So the uniform has similarities to the Strange that we know, because it's got that sort of logo on the front, but then that red logo sort of goes off to this new armor, and you can see the black has got some nice texture on it, and then the red's a little bit more glossy, but it all connects, all looks really nice. You can see that sculpted line work in the design. Continues onto the arms, to the forearms, to the hands, with the wraps on the hands down to the skirt. This bout is a separate piece that sort of comes off, made of a softer plastic. Same with the skirt with some slits in it, all the way down to the boots. And the boot cut very nicely hidden within the design of the boots. So the shoes, that red still there. And even on the back, they didn't skimp. There is still red paint on the back, still some nice texture. So yeah, just looking at this figure close up, again, we've not seen it in live action yet, but the figure looks really, really nice. And because it's an MCU figure, by the way, a little bit more money in the budget. So look at that. Pinless elbows, double pinless elbows, and double jointed pinless knees as well, which is always beautiful to see. So let's see how that sort of works, shall we? Okay, so arms. Past 90, which is really good. Biceps swivel all the way around, and then check this out, people. Look at the double joint on these arms. Look at that. That is so good. As I said, they literally really, really good. Cannot complain with that at all. That's going to be great. And the wrist as well, really nice hinge, so you can get his hands posing up. No problems at all. Literally up and down, no issues there. Arms all the way out, all the way around. Again, really, really nice articulation there. There is a ball here at the diaphragm, so there's no crunch, but you can get a swivel at the diaphragm and some forward. I'll zoom out again. Forward a little bit and a little bit back. Not crazy forward, more back, but a little bit of movement. There is also an actual waist cut as well. So you get that waist cut, and you can see that belt and the skirt are two separate pieces. If I zoom in again, you'll see what I mean. Okay, look at me turn. The belt stays in place and the lower skirt's turning. If I lift it up just a tiny bit, you can see how the skirt's attached to the lower torso. Belt's a separate piece, and there's that dangly bit coming off. So lots of articulation in regards to the waist swivel or swivel up there at the diaphragm. But that is where you're going to get your movement, all up here. Moving down to the legs, again, pinless, double joints, boot swivel hidden in the boots. There is a thigh cut, but it's a little bit above the knee. You can see it's a bit lower than it usually is, a bit lower than the thigh, but there you go, cut there. Again, nice pivot, nice hinge at the ankle, no issues there. And even with the skirt piece, it has no slits at the back. You can still get that double jointed knee to kick his own ass, which is great. So great range, even with the particular character design on this guy. Really nice. You're going to be able to get this guy on some great poses. And just without the pins, the aesthetic on these figures just looks so much better. Like, yeah, this is really, really nice. Liking this a lot. As I said, two sort of magical hands, if you will. You can see them there. But he does come with a set, well, not even a set, but he comes with two extra hands, which are a fist on one hand. So we got a fist there, and then a sort of open grip there, but he has nothing to hold. So maybe another movie figure will come with an accessory for him to hold. But yeah, we get one grip hand with the C grip there, and then one fisted hand. So of course he can still punch those mystical bad guys. So yeah, a couple of options there, but that is literally it. We get a set of hands and then the portal. Moving into some comparisons, here we have our Defender Strange compared to a couple of movie Doctor Stranges. This is the Far From Home one that we recently got, and then this is the Infinity War 3-pack version. And as you can see, this new Defender Strange stands at about the same height and looks really nice. It genuinely looks like an alternative version of Strange, a variant Strange if you will. And just because, let's see if we can head swap this new Far From Home and Defender Strange around. So you can swap the heads, but I don't know why you would. Something just seems a little bit off. But here we have the Doctor Strange No Way Home head on this Defender Strange body, and as I said, just something doesn't seem right, doesn't look good. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. And then I've put that Defender Strange head on this normal Doctor Strange body, and the head just seems a little bit small. The ponytail only just sticks out from behind the cape as well, so maybe it is the size of the head. Maybe this head is a little bit smaller, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend swapping heads. No need. And as a quick side note, I wanted to let you know that the portal hands that come with the Far From Home Doctor Strange plug straight into this guy, no problem at all. And because his hands are hidden behind the portal, you can't tell he doesn't have the wraps and it's not 100% accurate. And again, maybe this is accurate. We haven't seen the film, but there you go. I think that looks really good. And as you can see, there's hands, plug in, no problem at all. So you can use these portal hands with this Doctor Strange. And there you go. Strange is literally creating a portal as we speak. But yeah, that definitely spruces up the display. Like, look at that. Just look at those together with the portal behind him. Looks very nice. Here we have Defender Strange compared to a couple of versions of Scarlet Witch, because one can only assume this is something that will actually come to fruition in the movie. Will Defender Strange come across to Scarlet Witch? We shall see, but they're all wearing a little bit of red. They sort of look like they're a part of a team, right? For another mystical MCU character, here we have Chongqi, and remember, we do see the portals in his movie as well as seeing the portals in Spider-Man No Way Home. So here we have Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and again, give us some more Spider-Man figures and we can use those portals for something else. Am I right? For a comic comparison, here we have the Walmart exclusive Doctor Strange. And again, obviously this Defender Strange is wearing a completely different uniform, but I wanted to see, to be honest, not the comparison of them. Can we use this portal with comic characters? And of course we can. I know a lot of people out there are on a divide. They either buy MCU or they don't, but this is a figure where you can buy just to use the portal, because yes, this portal will work with comic figures as well. Why wouldn't it? It's just a translucent portal piece, and look at that. It just already makes Doctor Strange look that little bit more interesting on a pose, on a display, on a shelf, whatever you want to be. But yes, you can use portals with comic characters. Of course you can. But just on the portal, what other characters would be fun to see with this? Here we have T'Challa and Shuri with the portal. Here we have StarLord. And just for scale, I thought it would be interesting to see a bigger character like Thanos compared to the portal. And as you can see, Thanos is probably a little bit too big to be stepping through this portal. As you can see, he is much taller than it. But if you pose the portal behind him and you rise it a little bit on a stand or something, you can definitely make it work still. But yeah, there you go. It's better suited to your 6-inch Legends, that's for sure. And last but definitely not least, here we have Defender Strange compared to Captain Britain. And Hellfire Hank. So, final thoughts on this Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Defender Strange. Now, again, we have not seen the movie. We have no real context of this character. We have no idea if this is even going to be accurate to what we see in the movie, because you know what it's like. Usually Hasbro get early concept art, and then the figures that we get are usually a little bit out of date depending on what they actually use in the film. So we will have to wait and see 5 whole months before we even know if we've got an accurate Marvel Legend to what we end up seeing on screen. That is the only thing that concerns me, but just taking that away from it, the figure is really, really nice. Undeniably, really nice sculpt, great range of articulation, there's no pins, likeness is great. Like, this is a solid Marvel Legend. Let's just hope it matches what we see on screen, and then this is a knockout Legend. It really is, and the accessory is such a nice new accessory. It's always good to get new things in the collection. Usually we get repacks or repaints, reissues, whatever. This is brand new little accessory, and again, it's synonymous with the MCU now, so I think more people are going to be excited for the actual accessory than they are for this Strange they have no sort of concept of yet. So anyway, you let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like this design for Doctor Strange? As simple as that. Do you think Strange looks good with a ponytail, or do you just want that damn portal piece? Let me know in the comments below, as always, because I am very much excited for the new Doctor Strange movie, hoping for lots of cameos. It is the Multiverse of Madness after all, so let's see them go crazy. Let's see them go mad, if you will. But as always, if you like Marvel Legends reviews, please make sure you check out the videos tab, find the playlist, but most importantly, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. You can also hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, and I'm on Twitter as well at Dan Who Reviews. Tweet me, and as always, I'm Dan W, and I will of course see you in the multiverse.